What's going on, guys? It's Dewey here. Welcome to episode 18 of TerraFirmaGreg. I did quite a bit off camera, like my upload schedule can probably prove. To start off, I made a few more large combustion engines, and I got all the way to IV dynamo hatches. This allowed me to, for the EBF I should say, make IV level EBFs with RTM coil blocks and have 16 amps of EV power, as well as I made this little system to have more patterns per system by connecting an ME pattern provider into a crate and having this crate with a conveyor module pumped out into here. We can have all these patterns run without me needing to switch them out. I also upgraded one of my CPUs to have 4K crafting storages because I'm getting to that point of the game when orders take just a lot of resources. I also made a dedicated area for EV machinery and ME patterns for EV machines. I'm being very wordy. As well as get a few IV machines. Why is there a dolphin in there? What the fuck? What the fuck? Alright, ignoring that. I made a cutter, assembler, chemical reactor, and a mixer, as well as an elite circuit assembler. I also put a combustion engine out there with an IV dynamo hatch with power, and then it just gets transformed into EV power. Not too bad. I also made this automated LCR. How it works is this gets turned into a subnet by adding this quartz fiber. This pattern provider with these patterns communicate and put their items into this ME interface. This ME interface then pumps the items into the ME storage buses right here and here. This is a quad input hatch in case I need more than one fluid, and an MV input bus for the items. It's not that bad. It's just a little expensive with the storage buses and the pattern providers and stuff, but you know, that's just how AE2 is. So also off camera, I made this palladium setup to process the raw palladium powder. The raw palladium powder just gets chemical reacted with hydrochloric acid that gets palladium and ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride then gets electrolyzed into ammonia and hydrochloric acid, which then just gets electrolyzed again back into their separate components. Also over here we have the osmium and iridium setup. This has slowly gone through all my rarest metal mixture, which is off right now, but I'm not really sure how to explain this setup. Hold up. This LCR gets chemical reacted rarest metal mixture and hydrochloric acid to get iridium metal residue, hydrogen, which I just export, and acidic osmium solution. The iridium metal residue then gets centrifuged into platinum sludge residue and iridium chloride. This iridium chloride then gets reacted with hydrogen to get hydrochloric acid and simple iridium dust. This acidic osmium solution then gets distilled into osmium tetroxide and hydrochloric acid. This osmium tetroxide gets chemical reacted with hydrogen gas to get simple osmium and water, which is obviously exported. This is connected to spaghetti and pretty simple, although this was a pain in the ass to deal with. So yeah, in fact, this eats up all my EV power, so that's not too good. I finally fixed the storage limit issue I had with the polyvinyl butyrol and the polyphenylene sulfide. For the limiting setup, I just used create redstone links with emitters connected to the export bus that has the redstone card set to active without signal. For some reason, whenever I use the level emitter to produce a redstone signal, it just doesn't work. So I just communicate that signal up here and all is well. Same way here with the polyphenylene sulfide. Also off camera, I made a little lava pump, which is growing rapidly. This lava is being centrifuged into all of these things. Good source of gold as well, but mainly tantalite, which I have automatically being electrolyzed into manganese, tantalum, and oxygen over here with an electrolyzer. And I also made a second multi-smelter for alloy recipes, like right here, because these alloys were just really annoying to deal with during auto crafting. So that just saves the hassle, as well as switch the coil blocks to RTM alloy just for faster parallel. Okay, so that was just a quick recap on what I did. Oh, wait. Finally, I made some quantum circuits with quantum processors, quantum processor assemblies, quantum processor supercomputers, and that's it. Oh, and I can technically make ZPM circuits, but I don't have the frames for the main frames. So for today's episode, I have a few things planned. First is making an Alloy Blast Smelter. It just boils things down into like a sauce of just metal, of just molten metal. And that's gonna need, or that doesn't need parallel hatches, but this can also make parallel hatches in this episode and make a large wire mill and a large circuit assembler, because like those are the two main things that I could use right now. I did make a pattern for an Alloy Blast Smelter. All I have to do now is just request it and wait. So cha-ching, and there goes my auto crafting setup. Here's where I'm gonna put, oh, why is that open? There we go. So this is where I'm gonna put the Alloy Blast Smelter. I am gonna accompany this with a vacuum freezer because you know, molten metal isn't really good on its own. You kind of have to like solidify it first, because yeah. So I'm just gonna build a vacuum freezer while all this is running, and yeah, be right back. There we go. That's the vacuum freezer. Now all we have to do now is still wait for the RTM coils, but what can you do? I will put a casting mold into here. The molten material from the blast smelter will just be pumped directly into this input hatch. This input hatch will be pumped with liquid helium. Liquid helium is needed for endgame smelt or cooling, and endgame, yeah, just freezing into ingots, and that'll just give helium gas as a byproduct. So yeah, okay, and that is the Alloy Blast Smelter. Off camera, while I was waiting for these things to smelt, I did make a few crafting and processing patterns for the circuit assembler and wire mill. I don't think I made the wire mill ones yet, but whatever. So now it's just time to get assembling. Oh yes, that's right. I need energy hatches. Okay, scratch that. I have to wait for the energy hatches to be done, because of course they do. Greg Tech is just a waiting game at this point. Here we go. I just need one more while I am waiting, I should probably hook these guys up to AE2. I made a pattern for Stellite 100, which will be processed. Which can be processed with argon. So let me just add in all the gases we need over here. Nitrogen, oxygen, argon. Nope, not that. Argon and helium. I just have to wait for this to get cables. There we go. Okay, boop, boop, boop. There we go, that's the interface is working now. And the last bit of high temperature casings are out. Boop. There we go, that's the Alloy Blast Smelter made. Just have to fix its problem. There we go. Now I'm gonna use, this is gonna be the output hatch. This is where the molten metal is gonna be pumped into here. So anyways, I think we should get some stellite. Let's see if this worked. Fuck. Okay, boop. Now we should be able to... Oh wait, I need to pump fuel over here. Or energy. Let's hope this works. Okay, let's just ask for stellite 100. All good. Not all good. Oh yeah, that's because it needs a certain circuit. There we go. Yo, 400 seconds for 10 ingots of stellite. That is absurd. That is bullshit. And it's also making the polarizer sound, which is a little cool. Sounds very weird. While waiting for the stuff to process, I forgot to mention my little indium line over here to get indium from purified sphalerite and purified galena, sulfuric acid mixed into indium concentrate. This is then reacted with aluminum, which I don't know why that's not being pumped in, but anyways, this is being pumped out into here. The aluminum sulfate then gets electrolyzed into its parts, and then the lead zinc solution then gets electrolyzed into its parts. I'm not sure. Oh wait, that's because I just forgot a conveyor module. That's why. Boop, boop, boop. There we go, all good. I just need to mine a sphalerite vein and I should have plenty of indium, but you know, that's whatever. Indium can also be retrieved from the Nequadoline. Indium can be reacted with calcium to make calcium phosphide. And indium phosphide comes from centrifuging impure Nequadria, which is obviously needed in the Nequadoline. Now we just have to wait for this to finish.
A few moments later.
Okay, and that's the Alloy Blast Smelter done. Now this should be... Why isn't this working? What happens if I just put a standard aluminum pipe? No? Can I pick it up? Yes. Can I put it in here? Yeah, that works, but why doesn't... That's weird. I don't know. I'm gonna have to fix that later. So that's our first bit of stellite right here. What I probably should do is change the processing pattern. Take ingots instead of molten metal. Okay, so now that we have all this good, we can now check this off our to-do list. Cha-ching. Now we have... Oh, now we have to do the wire mill and circuit assembler. So I made a few patterns like before. I just have to... What the fuck am I doing? I just have to put these in here and just sort all of these. Okay, so I think we should make a pattern for this. Jumbo circuit assembler. No black ink. That's why. Nope, not that way. There we go. Let me do this and I'll just be right back. Okay, I have everything besides the buses automated into this one pattern. This should be everything, although I'm probably missing a plethora of things. So, circuit Let's just ask for one of these. Yes, of course we are. Why do I need hydrogen sulfide? And what? Iridium, that's fine. Tin for some reason. And supercomputers. IV. What? Okay. While I fix these little knots, I'll just transition to when I have the blocks for the circuit assembler. Whoosh. Okay, and here we have all the components for the large circuit assembly factory or facility. Holy shit, I can't think. Now it's just time to actually build it in the clean room. I actually scratched that. I need EV energy hatches before I can do that too. So while that's cooking, I'll just build it right here. So let me build it and I'll be right back. There we go. That's large scale assembly done. I did have to make a IV energy hatch because for some reason I'm not able to overclock it to IV, which is really annoying. There we go. Now I should be able to just take these, make a little subnet, and figure all this out. So boom, boom. Put all of these here. That's my prospector. Don't want to lose that. Boom, 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 boom. Let me interface here. And I might as well convert this to... I might as well convert this IV circuit assembler to do the processors for AE2. One of them is done. Go boop. Both of them are done. Go boop. Alright, let's test it out. Let's order some micro. Order like 20 of these. Oh wait, that's why, because they're not connected to a subnet. Make this more convoluted than it already is. Let's just bring this over here. There, so now let's order some microprocessors. For example, and just try and see if this works. Alright, it is working, so that's nice. It is going at once, which is a little annoying, even though I have an elite parallel hatch. So I should probably... that's more of an issue with the item inputs because they're not like synced properly or whatever. So that's fine. The only thing I'm a little worried with is this transformer, since I don't have the ability to overclock it. That means I would have to make a new circuit assembler every tier still. Jesus Christ, that lightning is... Holy shit. Why is that so loud? I need to make a new tier of IV or assembler so I can get the energy hatch for this bad boy, which is annoying to say the least, but what can you do? So let's try and do some quantum. Alright, this is running good. Okay, that's fine. There we go. That's good. Okay, this is running very well. Very smoothly as well. I think that means... Shut up, lightning, you fucking bitch. That means not only parallel hatches are cha-ching, but also the large circuit assembler. Cha-ching. Now all we have left is the large wire mill. Now while I was waiting for the materials for the circuit assembler, I did make a few patterns for the wire mill, like right here. Now I just have to actually assemble the paper. Stress-proof casings, which... Fuck. What the fuck? Oh, yo, this is weird. That's weird. Let me make the processing pattern and I'll be right back. Go whoosh. Okay, I've made the jumbo wire mill pattern. Of course, it needs gallium arsenide, because why wouldn't it? Like that. Mixer. Boom. There. Let's make a jumbo wire mill. and all the parts we need for it. I guess it's time to wait. Okay, and here we have the wire mill parts. It took a really long time to get these stress-proof casings because for some reason melting down a couple pieces of dust takes absolutely ages for no reason, but that's not my issue. I even had to up it to IV just to stop the absolute pain that is fucking alloy blast smelting. Now I just have to assemble this. Okay, that's the wire mill assembled. For some reason, it took me like ages because the multi-block info doesn't say I was wrong, it needs a mate and attach, but it doesn't say it needs like the other mate and attaches until you click on the thing. So that was a little annoying to realize, but I just have to replace these, and now I'm just gonna move the auto crafting patterns from over there into here, close chunk borders, and that should be it. Should be the last thing we have for today. The wire mill. Cha-ching. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm probably gonna do other multis off camera because this episode was probably really boring to watch unless I edit it somehow to make it entertaining. Probably get like a large centrifuge for the flat line, large extrusion machine which I could really use, just a few more multis for my base and for auto crafting, but that's for a later date. Hope you guys enjoyed, hope you guys liked it, and yeah, have a good day all. Bye bye. Bye bye.
I mean, it's in the streets. God damn!